off. Today is day 153 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on here at Code Academy, heading into, let's open up the catalog, heading into the final section. These two are our new courses. They added about 3 weeks to a month ago, but we've made it through all the fun that Code Academy has to offer, and today, 153, marks the beginning of the end. Yes, good. Learn the Watson API. So recently, we've knocked out the couple SQL courses. We just finished up with PHP last night, and now we get to dive into the Learn the Watson API. Use IBM's Personality Insights API to analyze traits shared between two Twitter users. So let's go ahead, crack that open. Okay, overview. Course outcomes. In this course, you'll use Python to interact with the Twitter API and IBM's Personality Insights API in order to analyze traits shared between two Twitter users. Course developed in partnership with IBM. And actually, how long before we check out the syllabus? How long is the estimated time? Little kitty, you are blocking the exact part of the screen I need to see. Just a little bit, 4 hours. Not too shabby. Stop sitting on the escape key. What is it with you and the escape key? That's like your go-to sitting spot, right? Totally not necessary. Okay. Overview, looking good. Syllabus. 5 sections. That's supposed to take 4 hours, so we're, just under an hour for each of these, about 45 minutes a pop. We're anticipating, which is just about the perfect amount of time for today's stream, because that's about all we have right now. So we should be able to make it through the first section just fine. Introduction to Bluemix and Watson, a Watson-powered application. Then we'll have pip. Is that the same picture-in-picture? No, probably a different pip. The Python package manager. Using pip. We are dying, breathing here. Why? I can just feel it all falling apart. I blame you, little cat. You're sucking up all the good air and contaminating all that's left. Okay, so section 2, something regarding pip. 3, retrieving content from Twitter using the Twitter API, and then the 4th will be configuring Personality Insights using the Personality Insights API, and then 5 is final analysis, gathering insights. So we will put all of our hard work into perspective, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and dive right into learning the Watson API with Lesson 1, Introduction to Bluemix and Watson, a Watson-powered application. Here we go. Head first. Alright, let's make sure we've got everything that's loading. It's loaded. It's connecting. Good. Mostly. We'll find out. I feel like something should be displayed here to the right, but maybe that's crazy talk. Let's also double check. OBS. We've got webcam, mic, Code Academy, chat on our phone, and little kitty slightly out of the way. I think we're set. I think we are set. From the top, Bluemix is IBM's cloud platform that enables developers and organizations to quickly and easily create, deploy, and manage applications on the cloud. Bluemix also provides developers with enterprise-level services that can easily integrate with your own cloud applications without needing to know how to install or configure them. You can learn more details. The services here. I'm assuming there should be an about lurking in these parts that's currently MIA. We'll take a peek at the link. Oh, God. No, no, no. IBM Bluemix docs. And she's thinking. There's a lot of spinning. There's a very busy wheel. Little kitty, you better move that paw. Lurking mighty close to the caps lock key. What if Bluemix doesn't want to load for us? Maybe that's why it's not loading in Codecademy. It's probably not why it's not loading, but I'm just going to assume that everything here looks awesome and that we were shocked. And if anyone asks, that's the story we're going to stick to. Something about a blue cloud, and it was delightful. That's what we'll tell them. No one will know any different. Let's go ahead and close out of that. In the next lesson, we'll review a variety of services available in Bluemix. Instructions. Take a look at a web browser. Wait, whoa. Who's looking and what now? Take a look at the web browser to the right. Kind of. Not exactly. Doesn't leave a lot to imagine. Actually, it leaves too much to imagine. There's absolutely nothing there. Feel free to explore the site and learn more about IBM's Bluemix. When you're done, click Next to move on to the next exercise. The other thing, there were 5 lessons. This only has 4 parts. So let's find out what's actually going down. The Watson Developer Cloud is a collection of API. Aha! It worked. Let's go back a page. Maybe that's a thing? No, that's not a thing at all. It's a dumb idea, Steven. Okay, section 2. All right. Hopefully. Yes, look at all that. All right, the Watson Developer Cloud is a collection of APIs. Another link to click. Wikipedia. Good choice. Good choice. Application Programming Interface. API redirects here for other uses, blah, blah, blah. In computer programming, oh God, I clicked a link. No, bad. Okay, and let's back out. We are reversing. There we go. In computer programming, an application programming interface, API, is set to is a set of subroutine definitions, protocols, and tools for building application software. In general terms, it is a set of clearly defined methods of communication between your various software components. A good API makes it easier to develop a computer program by providing all the building blocks, which are then put together by the programmer. An API may be a web-based system, operating system, data system, computer hardware, or software library. An API specification can take many forms, but often includes specifications for routines, data structures, object classes, variables, or remote calls. POSIX? POSIX? Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. Microsoft Windows API, the C++ standard template library. Aha! So that's the first major hint we've seen for C++ on what you can do with it. I know you can use many versions of the C language to do many things, but that's about as much info and insight as I've seen regarding what you can possibly do with it. Anywho, onwards. The C++ standard template library and Java APIs are examples of different forms of APIs. Documentation for the API is usually provided to facilitate usage. Cool. So let's close that. Where did we leave off? Something about something. APIs. Right at the beginning. The Watson Developer Cloud is a collection of APIs that enables developers to add cognitive capabilities to their applications. All of the APIs are available for use by applications built in Bluemix. Specifically, the APIs offer cognitive capabilities in the following 4 main categories: language, use unstructured bodies of text to retrieve insight from that text. Insights can span a wide range from personality traits of the author who created the content to specific details on what the content is about and what it may be related to. Speech, interact with your users in many different languages using speech to text and text to speech. Vision, understand the world around you by retrieving insights on the users who created certain images. And data insight, access data pipelines and help make decisions on competing criteria. Okay, learn more about services here. Wow, there's just a smattering of links to click on in this lesson. Yeah, this page has been moved. Of course it has. Oh, and it redirected us. Did you see that, little cat? No, you're asleep. Of course you missed it. 153 days, and you've been asleep for all of them. Can you believe that? I think that's probably the most important takeaway from this entire journey, is that you sleep so... we're not even going to say it. Yeah, that's you. There's just too many colorful words to describe my frustration regarding your incredible sleeping pattern. It's mainly frustration, just out of sheer jealousy, to be honest. Oh, look at you stretching your little toes. Love you, little cat. What are we doing? We are looking, they said to click on this and be amazed. So we are clicking. Getting started with Watson and Bluemix. You're just a few steps away from getting started with IBM Watson. Step 1, getting a free Bluemix account. Something about creating an IBM and setting up your Bluemix account, and some other nifty services. Whoa. You can just pick from a catalog? No. Step 3, finding a service. Next, you pick a Watson service to work with. If you're not already there, select Catalog and then Watson to get a list of services. Creating a service instance. Cat, my face is dripping. This is not good. This is bad. We should not be dripping into the Watson, into IBM's Bluemix. Then there's going to be drippy stuff in the Bluemix, and everyone's going to be pissed. Oh, God. You were not graceful moving into my lap. Will you just get situated? Gah, without your claws. There you go. Just move all the way into my lap. If you're going to commit, just fully commit. Good? You're ready? All right. You're dealt with. Let me deal with my nose, because we are just... Let me spare you. It's turning into a nightmare. All right. We're good. We're mostly good. As good as we're ever going to get, at least. So, something about finding a service. How many steps are there? Okay, 4 steps. Creating a service instance. Bluemix provides resources. Selecting a service from the catalog. Getting service credentials. Okay, so they walk us through piecing it all together. Good to know. Let's go ahead and close out of that. Instructions. Take a look at the web browser to the right. Feel free to explore the site to learn more about Watson's services. When you're done, click Next to demo a Watson-powered application. Watson service, take your first step into the cognitive era with a variety of smart services. All of them: alchemy, language, conversation, dialogue, language translator, natural language understanding, personality insights, speech to text, visual recognition. I just want to pile all of these together. Is that wrong to do? In general availability. It's all the same, so it just reshuffles them. So yeah, that was all of them versus more by category. Personality insights, visual recognition, beta stuff, experimental, retired, alchemy language has been retired, alchemy data news, and dialogue. So general availability. Visual recognition. Let's look at that one. Visual recognition understands context of images, visual concepts, tag the image, recognize food, find human faces, approximate age and gender, find similar images in a collection. You can also train the service by creating your own custom concepts. Use visual recognition to detect address type in retail, identify spoiled fruit in inventory, and more. Evaluate, train, search for similarities, developer tools, full documentation, API references, visual recognition tools, Node, SDK, developer kit? Yeah. Is it standard developer kit? Senior developer kit. System. I don't know. Pretty sure that the DK part is developer kit, though. Software developer kit. It's probably software. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. What are we looking for? So ready to use and all kinds of fun stuff. So that's that. Let's go ahead and close out of that bit. Oh, are we still here? We are still here. Get back to coding. I get the feeling that we actually aren't really going to be coding much of anything. Now, true, this is the introduction, so they are kind of introducing us. Ta-da, thus introduction to all this fun stuff. But it's very much got the feel of the Deploy a Website course. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. But working with the Amazon Web Services, it was mostly kind of informative. There wasn't a lot of hands-on instructional stuff where we were typing and making changes. They just kind of guided us to where we would go to start using the Amazon Web Services. And I have a hunch this is what this course is like. Our face is just in a perpetual state of dripping. Oh, God. That can't be good. What are we looking for? 3, onwards. They said something about viewing a demo. Look at that. We do get to do something. My hunch was entirely wrong. How cool is that? Okay, so we've got all this fun stuff and even more to read. I am gonna deal with my nose yet again because this is just awful. This is never ending. My apologies. All right. Death, death, death. But that's okay. We're going to make it through this. We're on 3 of 4. We're so close to the end. Hopefully. All right. Let's demo a working application that showcases one of the 19 APIs available within the Watson Developer Cloud, the Personality Insights PI API. The name of this application is Celebrity Match. The application does the following: accepts 2 Twitter usernames as variables, retrieves the last 200 tweets from each Twitter user, sends the text of the 200 tweets to the Personality Insights PI API, covered in more detail later in this course, to gain insights on the 2 users, compare the users to one another, display the results of the comparison. The final results displayed will be the top 5 traits shared between the 2 Twitter users. For example, you and a celebrity you choose. The results are displayed in the following format: match personality trait, probability of your profile exhibiting given traits, probability of celebrity profiles exhibiting given trait. Note: to successfully run this demo, a Twitter account and Twitter API credentials are required. This exercise describes how to obtain API credentials. This exercise explains verifying credentials. Oh, this must be like the next lesson or something like that. Yeah, that's the next one. Okay. We're going to hold off on that. So, enter a Twitter user's name on line 71. Be sure to include the @ symbol and ensure the name is encapsulated by quotes. Line 71. User handle. Note: the Twitter username must correspond to public Twitter account. On line 15 through 17, add your Twitter API credentials to correct. Whoa. On lines 15 through 17, Twitter consumer key, Twitter consumer secret, Twitter access token, Twitter access secret. On lines 15 through 17, add your Twitter API credentials to the correct variables. Again, use this exercise to help you. We'll see which exercise they're referring to. Probably the same one they referenced before. Yeah, the Twitter introduction to Twitter API. Okay, we'll close out of that. Click Run to run the program and view the results. This demo will not work without the Twitter API credentials. Well, considering it's just a demo, and I'm struggling with not breathing. I mean, yes, well, that's the main thing is struggling with breathing, but more importantly, mentally finishing this course, because it seems like we started the introduction, but we need to finish the Twitter one first before we can finish the intro course. But we already started the intro course. That seems odd. They wouldn't have had us do the credential one first. You know? Weird? No, not weird. Like, at least for the GitHub one, they said, hey, or no, it wasn't the GitHub one. Maybe it was the deploy website one, but they said in the very first activity, you're going to need to do this other lesson first, or you should at least be aware of it. And they waited till past the midpoint. I think we may circle back to this tomorrow after finishing the Twitter one. Let's review, though. Okay, let's review what actually happened in the demo. We didn't see, we can envision, we know what's going to go down, and we're probably going to circle back to it tomorrow. So let's review what actually happened in the demo. Both Twitter usernames, handles, are checked to make sure they're valid. A call to the Twitter API retrieves the first 200 tweets from your Twitter feed, excluding any retweets. That's the other thing. If we're using our own, I don't know if we're allowed to throw in anyone's Twitter handle. If we can only use our own Twitter information, one, not sure about security stuff and what login, username, type password things we'd need to be thrown in here. So that's a little concerning. But the main thing is if it's comparing 200, I don't have 200 tweets. I've got like 12 tweets. So for the BDX Inc. Twitter handle, yeah. So no, that's no. So we've got security concerns, lack of content, and then to top it off, the weird stopping halfway in this lesson to finish the other one. It's just no, no, no. The trifecta of wrong. And then for the fourth kicker, my face is leaking. So it's not going well. We are not demoing Twitter stuff today. That is for sure. We'll give it a gander tomorrow, but I get the feeling that this is probably not intended to be broadcasted the way I'm doing, but that's okay. Let's review what actually happened in the demo. Don't mind me. Death, death, death. Why? Breathing sucks. I don't even want to breathe. Breathing's stupid. We're reviewing. Both Twitter username handles are checked to make sure they're valid. A call to the Twitter API retrieves the first 200 tweets from your Twitter feed, excluding any retweets. A call to the Twitter API retrieves the first 200 tweets from the celebrity Twitter feed, excluding any retweets. Your 200 tweets are sent a single body of text to the Watson Personality Insights PI API to be analyzed. The celebrity's 200 tweets are sent as a single body of text to the Watson Personality Insights PI API to be analyzed. The Watson's PI API runs a sorting and matching algorithm to find the most common attributes between both bodies of text. The application prints the results to the user. In this course, we'll build the celebrity match application from the ground up, beginning by installing the necessary Python packages, setting up Bluemix and Watson, and using the Twitter API and the PI API to display the results. You'll need the following to build the application: a Twitter account, create an account if you don't already have one, an IBM Bluemix account. You can create an account later on in the course. Let's get started. Click up next to start setting up the app. Okay, so that was reflecting the last section, part 3. Up next, using pip, use pip and the command line to install the required Twitter and Watson Developer Cloud Python packages. Okay, cool. So we're going to tackle that tomorrow. We're going to look at it now. There's only 2 things to install. There's only 2 sections. Installing packages and then verifying install. The celebrity match application we're building requires a couple of Python packages to be installed. We'll use these packages in our code to install the packages required for this project. We'll need to use a package manager. Pip. What is pip? They've got a link there finally. Pip, package manager. Pip is a package management system used to install and manage software packages written in Python. Many packages can be found in the Python package index. Oh, Python package index, pip. Neat. Okay. Python 2.7.9 and later on the Python 2 series and Python 3.4 and later include pip 3 for Python 3. By default, pip is a recursive acronym and stands for either pip installs packages or pip installs Python. Oh, I thought it was that. So it's this. Pip install packages or pip installs Python. Interesting. Do we tackle the two now, or do we save this for tomorrow? I'm thinking we're going to save this for tomorrow. Kind of lackluster day 153, but, you know, that's what we're used to. Struggling and being confused, right? We wouldn't want it any other way. Yeah. We're going to save this noise for tomorrow. Okay. We're going to back out in the meantime, check our closing stats as we conclude day 153. All right. Learn the Watson API. Currently on using, no. Currently, 20% of the way through learning the Watson API. We're going to need to do, there's a lot more adding and involved things. We're going to need to, I don't know how tomorrow is going to be. We've got plans for tomorrow, but I think Sunday we should definitely have more time. That's also why I want to save the activity we were just looking at, the 2 steps, for tomorrow, because I think I'm going to have very little time to stream tomorrow. But in the meantime, aside from tomorrow, which will be day 154, today, day 153, finishing at 20% of the way through with the Watson API, we're finishing up with 1,786 points and 260 badges. Tons of fun. We are backing out of Codecademy. Thank you to anyone and everyone who may have stopped by to view the stream. Thank you to those who may have accidentally stumbled in here to view the stream. Any and all views are greatly appreciated. Let's jump over to OBS. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 154. Yeah, that's right, day 154. But in the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.